Hello, welcome to English 1A. My name is Julia Simpson Urrutia, and I will be your teacher this semester for English writing. It's sometimes a little difficult to make these recordings correctly, but this is my third time today. So I wanted to show you how to navigate the course. On your dashboard, probably looks a little bit similar to my dashboard. These are my courses that I've taught, and actually they're all old courses, except for this one, which is our current course. I have cross-listed one course into the other course. You can find the syllabi, or the syllabus, two different places. This is the long version, course syllabus, and here I said English 1A 29973 is cross-listed into English 1A 29975. Okay, so you are in effect two courses, two classes in one. And when you get to the end of it, you see most of or all of the assignments I've made. I was noticing as I recorded this the first or second time, for instance, this is listed, but it's way up here. This is listed, but it either hasn't been incorporated or it's not going to be graded. So when I imported one course, like a course from another year into this year, every single thing came in. I already edited out and tried to revise what I wanted to revise in the modules. So the most important thing for you to click on will be home. Home is identical to modules. Same thing. Look. Same thing. But the syllabus, they've introduced something new this semester. Well, they started it before, but it's called the simple syllabus, okay? And it is roughly the same thing. I just clicked on it. The simple syllabus is where teachers fill out segments, and it becomes public. The nice thing about the simple syllabus, some of it is filled out for us by the divisions or by our college, or maybe by the community college, California Community College District. So that if you take this course and then you go to another state or any college where you say, oh, I took English 1A and it's the same as your English 300 or English 101 or whatever they call it. And if they say no, you can look online. So I made mine available online with the books and with everything that we do. And I'm sure I'm going to get feedback from my bosses to tell me if I've done it right, which is good. We need that. Okay, so that's why there are two syllabi. I've written more on mine, the regular old-fashioned one. All right? But for you, all you are really going to need is home or modules. I would just stick to home. That's why I put it at the top. Announcements, I do have some. Again, I imported all the work that I had from a previous course, but I've made some changes, and part of that is because the books have changed. So not the books, the titles of the books, but when you have a new edition of A World of Ideas, which is not here, it's somewhere. I was going to hold it up. A World of Ideas changed some of the readings, so I wasn't able to use Henry David Thoreau, for instance, because it just made things more difficult. So I had to pick a new reading for the semester to go with something else that I did. So you might find something like that on the announcements. What I care most about are the modules, and then after I've tweaked all the modules, then I will tweak the rest of the pages just so people don't get confused. I don't like it. I don't like to confuse anybody. If you stick to this, you'll be on track. I'm only having an attendance question the first week. I've forgotten what I've said in this one, but I believe I have not yet said that even though I have a first week attendance question, if I find you've dropped off the face of the earth and your grades are plummeting and it's the middle of the semester and I can still drop you, the only way they allow me to drop a student is as a no-show, which means you never came. But I think that is infinitely preferable to be dropped and get no grade than to end up with an F or a D that you don't want and you have to get rid of retroactively by going to the Fresno City College administration and saying, I had a death in the family or I experienced trauma. I mean, if you're going through something terrible, you don't need more burden. And I don't want to create that burden for you. So I try to help as much as I can. And listen, if you have to keep postponing work and it gets up to the middle of the semester, you're not going to be able to do all of it in 2 months. It's not going to happen. Either you manage your time well from the beginning or take this a different semester. That's my recommendation. But nonetheless, I still try to facilitate as much as I can. I've had people tell me that they were going to do all the work in the last month. It never happens. Trust me, it's not possible. So assignments and discussions are all going to be here. You don't need to go to them. And there might be something from a previous course because it was imported. You might find something that I haven't weeded out yet. You'll just confuse yourself if you go to assignments, discussions. Obviously, you want to see what your grade is. People are just the people in the course. Pages are things like what I've written that don't have points assigned to them. But frequently, I do give a quiz later on, like tips for editing, which I want you to read. I want you to read everything that's in the module because it will help you, like how to write a 5-paragraph essay. I have writing and I have 3 little video clips. I'm very careful not to pick long video clips because I don't want to bore you. I want it to be swift and easy to get done. But I also want to give you the most chance of getting a good grade. Coming up with ideas is hard, so part of this is about getting ideas. Part of this is about what kind of feedback you would give to your colleagues in the class. All right, files is where you will find things like the rubric, how to get an A or a B or a C, what I look for, pages that I've got in the files that I've also used in the modules, like a good example of a 5-paragraph essay, MLA citation style, scanned pages from the Tao Te Chings in case you don't have the book and you want to get started. Although I believe on the questions for the Tao Te Ching, I gave a link where you can find the exact stanzas, the verses that we use. But it's here too. So only when I tell you, I'll put a link there. I'll do my best to put a link there from the assignment itself. So you'll start to get used to some of this, the icons and what they mean. Like this is a quiz with a little rocket ship. I don't know why they think a rocket ship reminds us of a quiz, but the draft workshops, which are points, but they're discussion boards, so that's how it looks. It's a chat session icon. All right. And I do expect you to put the first draft up and give feedback, the second draft up and give feedback, and then the final draft, you upload it and I will grade it and put in from, because if I have to look for your draft in the second over here, it's just, well, here, second draft, it's just a little bit tougher for me. Let me show you what it looks like in a different course when people do that. All right, so in fall, in the first, so you have slightly different essays. Okay. So in the second draft, all right, this is where people placed their essays and then they got feedback from other people, from other students. Sometimes people will actually write on the essay itself, but a lot of times they did it this way, simple, and I did appraise it. I looked at how people were giving the feedback. Okay. One way that I like to give feedback myself, I will show you this too, is, let's say, I will write on the document itself. And I can just show you really quick. you can do that. You can add comments. You can write in different colors. And show the person what you want or what you suggest. You can give wording to people or suggest wording to people or highlight what they've written in different colors. All right, now I'm going to go back to our course. Okay, and then the other place you can see what is due is the calendar. The calendar, you have to click on the right class. Here's January. So, come on, I know we have something. Oh, it's still working. Come on, there we go. So you can see what's due in January. And then go to the next one, and you can see what's due in February. All right. And then go back to the class. All right, okay, going to the Fresno City College online tutoring. We're almost done. I'm getting close to 15 minutes, and it won't go past that. So I clicked on Fresno City College online tutoring. Did you just see what I did? That's the tutorial center, writing and reading center. Let me go backwards to my class. No, it won't go backwards. One more time. I want you to notice. Okay, we're in the class. All right. So there's two places. There's NetTutor, but NetTutor does not open until we close. So if you want an online tutor, like let's say you're a mother of a baby, and you need, because I require for every essay, I require feedback from an online tutor on the first draft and the second draft. And you will read that too, that I require 2 peer feedback sessions. I mean, whatever, someone else has got to read your paper. So for each draft, you're going to get it read or looked at 3 times. That means I want no less than 6 proofs of feedback. And I'd prefer you copy and paste whatever someone has said to you and offer it to me, upload it to me with your final essay. The Fresno City College online, online tutoring. There we are. Do you see it? Click. That brings you to Fresno City College online read write tutoring, and you can get it in lots of different. Do not go to PASS. PASS is for those teachers who have embedded a tutor in the class. I do not do that. That's for Jennifer Dorian's section of PASS. I work under her mother, actually. And so I am there at the Writing and Reading Center 3 Saturdays a month. I would love to meet you. I would love it if you came in, if you can. If you have a baby, please come in anyway. As long as the baby is, can be kept semi-quiet, I can help you. During the day, you click there, and you can see what our hours are. So it is, and we don't drop off papers. We have to be there at our computer to get the session going. So it doesn't matter what time it is. If you want to do it at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., then you're going to use NetTutor. And that's when they're available all day long. When you go for my class, you're going to go down to English Reading and Writing. And you click on that. And then you will stay there. You don't drop your paper off. You stay there until someone is available. And through NetTutor, they all have degrees. At Fresno City College, they are all trained. We train them regularly. And they get A's or B's. And they improve through our training. So that's it in a nutshell. If you'd like me to make any other kind of videos to help you understand Fresno City College Canvas, it's not Fresno City College Canvas, it's just Canvas. The name coach is to help people know how to pronounce your name. You can use that. I've kept that open for you. Just ask me. And I'm going to stop the recording now.